Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Stephanie, and these are our puppies, Oscar, Toby, Charlie, and Archie. If you've lost count, that's 4 dogs, and we go just about everywhere together, especially when it comes to camping. Today, I want to show you how we keep our dogs safe and ourselves sane during our outdoor adventures. Plus, I want to share a few must-have pet products we never leave home without. So before we even hit the road, I always do a quick check with the campground. Is the campsite pet friendly? Are there pet limit rules? Are there leash rules? Are there breed restrictions? I also run through my pet checklist. Don't forget your leashes, collars, and harnesses. We actually have a designated set of leashes for the camper so that there's no danger of leaving them behind. I also make sure that vaccinations and flea and tick meds are up to date. I'll take a screenshot of an emergency vet that's located near where we're camping. This will allow me to pull up that information quickly in an urgent situation, and it's not uncommon to not have a signal to be able to do a search or make a phone call from the campground or while you're out exploring. Pack plenty of food, water, treats, medications, and whatever comfort items your pets need. Don't forget the poop bags. Seriously, nature thanks you. Your fellow campers will thank you. Don't forget your poop bags. And don't forget your first aid items. There are many pet safe items available in your human first aid kit, but there are 2 items we always have with us when camping with the pets. One being styptic powder, which is used to stop bleeding, and the other being self-adhesive bandages to wrap and protect their injuries. Now let's talk about your rig and the campsite. So one of the first things I would buy as a pet owner before you even leave your driveway is a screen door protector. Not only will this prevent your pet from damaging the screen, but it will also prevent them from breaking through the screen and getting loose while you're camping. So let's take a look at the one that I installed in our trailer. It was super easy to put in place and it has held up great through 1.5 camping seasons so far. And I am sorry, this is a really tight angle for a shot, I know, but I'm going to do my best. So I have featured this item in another video, but since we're talking about dogs today, I thought might as well show you guys here in this video as well. This is a screen door protector and it's adjustable to fit a variety of widths of doorways. It is meant to protect this lower part of your screen and it's super easy to install. It's basically 3 pieces that fit together. Each corner has 2 nut and bolt closures to it that you can adjust it. Use it to you slide back and forth, make it wider or more narrow, and then these tighten them down once you get it to the width it needs to be. It fits right inside the track of your RV screen door, and it has saved our screen countless times. I guarantee you, if I did not put this up, our very first camping trip, we would have had a dog break through the bottom of the screen door. It's also good for people. I mean, there have been times when the wind has caught the screen door and I'll put my hand up instinctively to catch it and I get this instead. And I'm thinking, if that wasn't there, my hand would have went right through that screen door. So this is something you absolutely want to get. I got this before we even pulled it out of the driveway. I have 0 regrets. Money well spent. Highly recommend it. Once we've got the trailer leveled and hooked up, making the site pet safe is the priority. But so is letting our dogs enjoy the outdoors. We don't let our dogs roam free, but we make sure they have freedom to sniff and explore and hang out with us. As part of our outdoor setup, we install a portable pet fence at our site. Remember to set up in an area where your pet will be comfortable with shade, and if you're leaving them out for a longer period, make sure you set up a water bowl as well. We have 2 slightly different pet fences that we've put to the test, and I want to share both of those with you. All right, with this particular fence, the way the closure works, you push up on the bottom piece and this will swing right open. And then to close it,
you either push it firmly or lift up on this and it'll drop over the front and secure that. This worked nicely for us last year, except for there were a few times that my husband did not make sure it was latched and Charlie got out. This is another angle of the portable fence that I decided to keep in my backyard instead of taking it with us camping this year. The other thing to notice about this is it's really a nice finish. It's almost like a hammered gunmetal finish, so it's a pretty fence.
So that fence is absolutely beautiful. I love the hammered metal finish, but we did have issues with the gate when we were camping. There were a few times where my husband pushed the door shut and thought it was latching, but it actually wasn't. So we had Charlie get out a couple times. Obviously, that is not something you want to happen when you're camping. So we knew we had to find something that would contain him a little bit better. And this next fence I want to show you has a latch that specifically you have to lift up, slide over, and push down to open and close it. So there is no room for error. Your dogs will be contained in this fencing system. And I apologize, the video is not the greatest, but I think it gets the point across.
So you can see these are made pretty sturdy. Down the sides here would be where you would link them together with the push pin style fence connectors. They just go down through, you join two sections together. The pin goes right down through here and into the ground.
These fences have been a game changer for us. They allow our dogs the ability to play, sniff, and explore while keeping them safe. Something to remember is that even if your pet is well behaved, you should never leave them unattended, even within the fenced area. Campgrounds are often frequented by wildlife, which can pose a danger to pets that are fenced in and unable to hide or defend themselves. Nighttime in the woods can be magical, but it's also kind of sketchy. So here's what I do when the sun goes down. First, our dogs always have harnesses with AirTags and ID tags when they are outside. Day or night does not matter. We always have those on them. And we all hope our pets won't escape. And while we take every precaution, there is always that chance. So our dogs have AirTags, physical ID tags with our mobile numbers, and they are all microchipped. If your pet is microchipped, don't forget to keep the contact and vet information updated. And be sure to include a family member that's not traveling with you as one of the contacts. Let's take a look at the two types of AirTag holders that I use on our boys while we're camping or going anywhere exploring.
All right, option one for an AirTag cover for my dogs. This is actually waterproof and it's worked quite nicely for us. You can see it's a little bit scratched up because they wrestle around like maniacs at times. These screws you would need to loosen, and then the top comes apart from the bottom and your AirTag fits neatly inside there. Additionally, this is the way I have this attached. It comes with this bar that goes across the back. So backing up a little bit, you would need to remove this bar, and then these 4 smaller screws will allow you to separate that and take your AirTag out if you need to replace the battery or whatever. And I wanted to show you guys what this is like. So I took out the 4 screws that were in the front here, 4 small screws, and then these 2 larger screws are what attached the bar to the back. So you have to remove all that so that you can get in here and take your AirTag out. When you get one of these, you see it has a red seal around it. That's your waterproof seal. Fit your AirTag right in there. Attach front to back. You would put the 4 small screws in, flip it over, and then this is what would attach it to your dog's harness or collar. The idea behind these is that you're supposed to be able to put your AirTag in here. Like, so I don't know if I'm supposed to do white side out or the little silver side. We'll just try it like this. Oh, I mean, there you go. So I just slid it right in here through the back. There's a larger, let's try one that's not. See how it has like a larger opening back here to slide it in. There's a lot of give on these, so you can easily do that. And then what I guess I would probably do would be to slide it over one of these buckles right onto the strap.
If we need to let our dogs out during the evening hours, we turn our outside light on before we open the door for a minute or so to give the wildlife a chance to scatter if they're hanging around the site. Remember that you don't want to leave any food out when camping. Doesn't matter if it's pet food or people food, and actually don't leave any garbage outside at all. Take it up and throw it in the campsite dumpster. That most certainly will attract wildlife. If you leave garbage or food outside your trailer, you are going to get unwanted visitors. And if the bears and the raccoons don't scare you, think about the skunk. Think about the skunk coming in and visiting the campsite and then surprising you when you're going out to let the dog out. And for a peaceful night's sleep for all, try to create the same arrangements that you have at home for sleeping. 2 of our dogs love sleeping in crates, so we purchased the same collapsible crates for the camper that they use at home, and we bring along their crate cushions. The other 2 dogs prefer sleeping in the snuggler style beds, so we bring them each their own bed to sleep in. Pets are often creatures of habit, and by mimicking the environment and routines they have at home, they've had no issues at all getting used to their living space in and outside of the trailer when camping. They really do view it as their home away from home and are completely at ease with camping, no matter where we go. So the last few things that I would always recommend would be to practice recall before you go. Come here should ideally work, even if they see a squirrel. And if I'm being totally honest, I will tell you guys, full disclosure here, Charlie's recall is terrible, and we are working on that. You also want to do a full tick check every night, especially those paws and ears, and actually do a tick check on yourselves as well. Always pack more food and treats for people and pets that you think you need. It's better to have too much of something than not enough. And that's it. Keeping your pet safe while camping doesn't have to be complicated. Just plan ahead, stay aware, and bring gear that actually works for you. Everything I mentioned is linked below in the description if you want to check it out. If this video helped you, give it a like, hit subscribe for more pet-friendly travel stuff, and let me know in the comments what your camping essentials are, especially if you've got a 4-legged explorer like ours. Thanks so much for joining today, and I'll see you in the next video.